Ну да, как бы, что как можете видеть, да, прости меня уже, прости. Ну наоборот, тогда.
However, I think it's good to remember that you don't need high-fidelity 3D graphics to make a good-looking game. A good example of this is Hole Punch. This is a game that, despite its simple graphics, still manages to look good. And on top of that, it's just crazy fun. In Hole Punch, you're a very strong guy that can spice up any part of the level with a single punch. The goal is simple: get from start to finish while collecting keys or coins along the way. How you get to the finish line, though, is completely up to you. You can play cautiously, considering every slice, or as I did for the last few levels, furiously clicking to destroy absolutely everything as fast as possible. The game is very polished and has quite a lot of levels. The controls feel good, both walking and punching, and the soundtrack had me completely invested the entire time. It's good, right? Now, next up we have Enter the Ditchen, which is a 2D puzzle game. The goal is to dig through the level to get to the exit without getting shot by arrows. It sounds simple, but these few mechanics can create some pretty challenging levels, and I overall really enjoyed it. And staying on the topic of mining, in Pity Pit, you also play as a miner who's trying to dig his way down a pit to gather precious metals while having to avoid the gloomy enemies who try to stop you along the way. One of the really cool things about this game is how the menu is set up. At the top of the game, when learning the controls, you have the opportunity of controlling game variables by digging your way to the different option buttons. Very cool way to merge gameplay with an options menu, and combine this with a well-executed NES pixel art style, and Pity Pit definitely stands out. Now, many of the games were weird mechanics, but Portholes hit a whole new level. I'll just let it speak for itself. I can't believe how many times I've watched this clip. It's so confusing and weird, and the music is just... I love it. Thank you for submitting this masterpiece. Now, in Wormholes, you only have two actions: placing enter and exit portals with the left and right mouse buttons. The game instantly reminded me of a top-down Portal, so of course I liked it a lot. Plus, it was just fun watching the little men fly across the screen, regardless if they hit the right spot or not. And another game about portals is Room Below, a puzzle game where you have to guide robots safely through the levels by using portals. Room Below has a decent amount of stages along with different portals and obstacles, and it is surprisingly good at introducing the new mechanics so that I never felt lost or confused. Oh, and it's a nice touch with the collectible Bracky's Game Jam jars. And staying in the puzzle game genre, we have a whole lot of colors. This is a really solid puzzle game that gets quite challenging pretty fast. I really like the setting, and the background serving as an in-game tutorial was a very nice touch. However, I must admit that it took me embarrassingly long to realize that you could combine colors. Oh, and that thump sound when you go through a gate, that is satisfying. Next up we played Realm of Holes. In this game you're caught in the Realm of Holes, and in order to escape you need to gather all the cosmic holes in the realm. A very unique gameplay element in this game is the fact that it has warp holes scattered all around the realm. Just like normal portals, you can enter one and come out of another. However, some holes will warp parts of the realm itself. In practice, this means that the entire level rotates so that you get to explore the environment in a new way and discover new areas. Throughout the game, you slowly learn where the different warp holes lead you, how they alter the realm, and how you can use this to your advantage. The game is also filled with secret passages that often feature hidden riddles that will help you get through certain stages of the game later on. And that's pretty much all the games we had time to cover in this video. Of course, there are so many amazing games that we haven't talked about, so I definitely encourage you to go play them yourself. There's of course a link to all of them in the description. And the voting period has now ended, so a huge congratulations to the winners. Congrats to the makers of Fluffy Flag for winning overall, and to all the category winners on the screen now. Finally, I would just like to thank AquaXV, CodeMist, Hukoda, Job, the Dutch Magikarp, and Jillian for organizing this amazing event, and thanks to all the participants for making it awesome. Also, don't forget to check out VGame. If you need music or sound effects for your game, simply click the link in the description to get started finding the right tracks. On that, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. thanks to the awesome Patreon supporters who donated in February, and a special thanks to Faisal Marify, Lost of Violence Not Forever, Leo Lisette, Nobby Ninja, Daniel Desanik, Dante Sam, Jacob Sanford, Morgan Gerard, Naoki Wasaki, Gregory Pierce, Michael Korobov, The Mighty Zeus, Owen Cooper, Elton the Fierce, Yijit Kair, and Erasmus. You guys rock.
Сотрудники для тех, кто развивает бизнес.
It turns out you can run DOS applications in a window on NextStep because of a product called SoftPC by C. Now, I've learned just enough DOS to be able to demo this to you. It's quite intuitive. DIR here. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And here's 1, 2, 3 running in a window. And I may be able to bring up a file here. /F. It's a wonderful user interface. R 1, 2, 3. There we go. So here's an example of a 1, 2, 3 worksheet running inside a PC window, right alongside your good applications here. And again, you can cut and paste between these things and have as many PCs as you like. It's a true multitasking PC. You can do the same thing with X Windows as well.
Дурачок, никакушка, никакуша. Не кушай, кушай, ну-ка. Кушай, не кушай. Так и есть. Эй, видео, ты что, тупой, что ли? Что ты так долго не загружаешь? Prohibited areas. Короче, пока тут это все будет загружаться, это, видимо, очень долго как-то все. Почему так долго? В чем проблема-то ваша вообще? 5 минут. Ну да, срыв загрузки там был, что ли? Нет. Ладно, сейчас появится. Reload надо сделать. Reload, опять ребуты.